NASCAR has a huge new TV deal starting after next season. ESPN and Turner Sports will no longer show NASCAR. Instead, the entire schedule will be split between Fox and NBC starting in 2015. I'm here with Brad Adgate, Senior Vice President of Research at Horizon Media. Brad, what does this mean for NASCAR? How do they make out in this deal?
Well, I think they make out great because they're getting an increase in TV rights fees of 35% in deals that are going up to 20 to 24. So they have a pretty solid revenue stream from TV rights. And of course, they have a great sponsorship program too. 75% of their revenue actually comes from sponsorships. So I think it's a great deal for them.
And give us a clearer picture. How big of a loss is this for ESPN and Turner?
Well, I think they said regrettably this happened. They had a great partnership, but I think TNT and ESPN both cover the NBA. The contracts expire at the end of 2015-16. The NBA gets about $930 million a year collectively from those two networks, and I think that going forward they're going to be asking for a lot more money. And to ESPN and TNT, I think the NBA is a little more important sports property than NASCAR.
Do you think that's a good business decision on behalf of ESPN and Turner, sort of focus their attention on basketball?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you know, the numbers were great this year. I mean, it was a great series. TNT, and both ESPN, when they get to the conference finals, they can get 10 million viewers apiece. You know, they cover a lot of games during the season. You know, there's a lot of star power in the NBA with LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony and Tim Duncan. So yeah, I think that's a wiser decision to allocate their money.
Well, you mentioned star power. We know that ratings for NASCAR has been slipping. What do they need to do? Do they need a LeBron James of NASCAR to lure in more viewers?
I think you're probably right. It wouldn't hurt. I mean, put him behind the wheel and see what he can do. But, again, Daytona 500 was one race that was up a lot. It was up 24% this year. It's the most watched Daytona 500 in a number of years. And I think a lot of it was given to the fact of Danica Patrick. You know, she had a pole position. She was in the lead or was contending up until the last few laps of the race, and I think that sustained ratings and that sustained viewers. And Jeff Gordon also was in the front row, so he was in contention. And I think you saw the results is that people are going to watch that if they have stars of crossover appeal instead of just the niche that NASCAR typically brings.
And overall, the viewership of NASCAR is still huge. The numbers are still really high. So this is a boon for NBC and Fox, right?
I think so. I mean, obviously Fox is starting a new cable network August 17th. Obviously live sports is great. 97% of all sports is watched live, so the ads aren't zapped, and of course they bring in higher ratings than some other types of shows that are taped or reruns or things of that sort. NBC Sportsnet, they have a lot of motorsports. They have IndyCar, they have Formula One, so I think they're creating a hub for motorsports as a place to go, and I think this certainly fits their bill. I think 13 of the 20 races are going to be on NBC Sportsnet, and they need content.
All right. Thanks so much, Brad Adgate. I'm Brittany Humar for The Street.